If you plan well, you can get job in the shortest possible time. What is important is first 90 seconds. Research has shown that most of the hiring manager make up their mind in the first 90 seconds of the interview. They decide whether they will select you or they will not select you. A research by a world's largest university shows that in the first 5 minutes, hiring manager are deciding what is called snap judgment. If you are able to create that impression in the first 90 seconds to 5 minutes, you are through in the interview, otherwise you are not. Now, what needs to be done in the first 90 seconds? Most of the interviewer asks you to introduce yourself. Your introduction has to be so impactful, so emotional that he is willing to listen to more of your story, what more you have done. And that is what I'm going to discuss in today's video, that what should be your introduction. I have seen many candidates who start saying, my name is Subir Verma, I was born here, my family has 4 brothers, I stayed this, I play football, my hobbies are this. These are, nobody is interested. Companies are not keen to know what your hobbies are, how many brothers and sisters you have, what your father does, where is your village. It may sound harsh, but that's the reality. You need to cover 4 things. Who are you? Start with your name and background. What you have done. Highlight your educational qualification and work experience which is relevant to that company. Third is why you are good fit for that organization. You are applying in that organization. It has certain job description. The candidate is supposed to do certain work. Why you are best fit for that organization. And fourth is strong end. You have to start telling what value are you bringing. End with a strong conclusion. Let me tell you, for any interview, if 10 candidates are being interviewed, no candidate is going to say, I'm the worst candidate. Everybody in the interview says, I'm the best candidate, I have best qualification, best experience, and I bring the most value for your organization, and hence you select me. Have you seen any candidates which has said, I'm an inferior candidate, X is a better candidate, you select him? Nobody does that. And hence you need to focus on these 4 areas. Let me give you certain sample script which you can utilize. For example, if you are an MBA student, you can mention, good morning, my name is Subir Verma. I am an MBA graduate from XYZ University, specializing in marketing and sales. I have always been passionate about my understanding of consumer behavior and creating strategies to drive sales. During my MBA, I interned at XYZ company where I worked on lead generation and customer engagement strategies that resulted in 15% of increase in sales. I am a strong communicator, I have very good interpersonal skill, and I enjoy working in a dynamic, target-driven environment. I believe my ability to build client relationship and drive revenue aligns well with this role and this organization. I'm very excited about this opportunity, about this company, and working with you. This is a sample introduction for a MBA student who specializes in sales and marketing. I will also going to share with you what could be the script for a strong introduction for a HR students. And here it is. Good evening, sir, or good afternoon, sir. My name is Subir Verma. I recently completed my MBA in Human Resource Management from ABC University. My passion lies in helping organizations build strong and motivated teams. During my internship at XYZ company, I worked on talent acquisition and employee engagement initiative, which helped improve team collaboration and productivity by 10%. I have a strong interpersonal skill, attention to details, and problem-solving mindset. I believe that a company's greatest asset is its people, and I'm eager to contribute in building a very strong and engaged workforce in this role, in this organization. And look, I'm quite excited to work with you, sir. That is a very strong introduction for a HR students. You are telling about your educational qualification, where have you interned, what have you done, what have you achieved, and what value are you bringing to that organization, and also how excited you are to work with them. When you are writing the introduction, I would strongly recommend that you write a sample script. The script could be about 60 seconds long, where you are mentioning about your educational qualification, your experience, your project you have done, what are your achievements, and how excited you are to work with that organization. Write that script, show it to one or two of your mentors or friends or your seniors or whoever you trust, so that they can criticize or they can give you some valuable input. Once you have finalized the script, remember that script, practice in front of the camera, and when you are going in the interview, speak as if you are spontaneous. Second, you need to be confident but not very overconfident. Speak clearly and maintain the eye contact. Eye contact is very important because he is also assessing how confident you are, whether you are able to do what the company is looking for or not. Second is keep it concise and stick to 1 to 2 minutes. The general formula is 90 seconds. If you are able to create that impression in 90 seconds, then they are willing to listen to more of your story, more of what you have done. The third is tailor your introduction to the job. Every job description where you are going, there are certain competencies which they are looking for. Focus there. If somebody is looking for agility, working under conflict, team working, collaboration, focus on those areas. Don't focus on other competencies. Fifth and very important is to keep in mind the person who is conducting an interview. Immediately search on the social media what kind of person he is, whether he is an introvert person, extrovert person, what is his interest area, and accordingly align your answers towards his interest area. Because trust me, for the same company and same role, if two different people are coming from the same organization, he will select two different people. For example, an introvert person, when he is conducting your interview, more likely is that he will select an introvert person. For the same role, same company, an extrovert person is coming, he is more likely to select an extrovert person. Practice, memorize, and sound as if you are natural. Engage, try to assess their body language, and if you feel that your answer is not able to create that impact, try to twist the answer, try to change the answer, which will make the other person interested in you and your answers. Body language is extremely critical. Maintain a positive body language. Sit straight, smile, and use your hand gestures appropriately. Don't use too much hand gestures or too much eye movements or doing eyelid movement. Be straight, keep smiling, and answer. And based on the response, you can change your body language so that it is mirroring sometimes the interviewer's body language. Avoid using too much jargons. Especially this concern is for the Gen Z and Millennium candidates. You dude, buddy. These are words which are not appreciated in interview, so it is better to keep it simple and easy to understand. So enthusiasm for the role. You may be the best candidate, but if you are not excited for the role, excited to work in that company, excited to work with that manager, chances are less that they will select you. Mention your achievements with numbers. What you have done, how much activity you have done, what role you have performed has no importance, no relevance. In that role, what have you achieved? Show that number. Show the incremental number, how much you have achieved, how much sales you have improved. Even if you are a fresher, if you have done certain project, how did you contributed in that project? What was your contribution? What was your achievements? So it has to be achievement oriented and not activity oriented. Support that with numbers and data. And end with a strong statements. Show how you can add value to that organization. Like I shared in the introduction for sales and marketing professional or the HR professional. How excited you are to work with that organization. How excited you are to add value in that organization. It is extremely important to know about that company, know one or two problem of the company. If you know one or two problem of the company, for example, if you are going for a startup and you know the attrition is a problem, you can find out one or two solution, and during the course of the interview you can mention these solutions to him, which will reflect that you are not an ordinary candidate, but you have done the research and you are proposing solution to that organization and how excited you are to work in that company. And last is, you have to prepare couple of questions, because at the end of the interview they will ask you, do you have any question for us? Don't say no sir, I don't have any question. Please ask intelligent questions. Most of the time it is not the answer, but your question will get you the job. For example, you can say that I have been studying your annual statement and I could see that the company has grown to 20,000 crore. What's the plan of the company for the next 5 years? Do you have any product diversification plan for future? Attrition of this organization is very, very high. What are the steps have you taken? Are you giving flexibility to a new incumbent to share their ideas? How is the culture in the organization? These are certain questions which will tell your intelligence and which will also reflect to the interviewer that you have done your preparation, and this will create a very, very positive impact in the minds of the interviewer. I'm sure these tips are going to help you, and if you think I can add any value to you, write your question in the comment box and I will be sharing my experience with you. Wish you all the best.